Welcome, Earth Signs. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I am doing a collective Earth Sign message for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This is a little different, and hopefully you can give me some feedback on how you like this message. I have pulled the Wheel of Fortune as the overall energy for this message, and I have first been inspired by a crystal oracle that I pulled during my morning meditation. And this is picturing the rhodonite and describes the heart chakra. So this is the area of our love for self, for the world, for our values, for our ability to harmonize, be creative, build, grow, and create things, express ourselves in a way that is unique. And the message is love. Love is a verb, so make it your most treasured action during a time of so much chaos and disharmony in the world. It is especially optimal for those of us that are practicing healing our sense of love, self-worth, and value to put that into action. And with that, the Wheel of Fortune is describing the opportunity for Earth signs at this time. The Wheel of Fortune is, for me, about good karma. This is the work that you've done without fanfare, without a lot of reward, recognition, nose to the grindstone, faith in the process, faith in the goals of the organization, collective, team, or community that you work with or on whose behalf. This is about you accumulating that inner strength and that faith, that perseverance to commit your whole self to something, understanding what the real value of success is. This is not about the money. This is not about the acclaim. This is about understanding what you're producing, what you are creating in service to others. This service can certainly be seeded with self-interest. Anything that is good for us in a healthy world is good for others. And so there is no need to cross yourself out of the efforts that you make or feel selfish about wanting success or good things. This is one of the beauties of the earth signs, is valuing the concrete manifestation of love in the services that we provide to others, in the food we eat, in the health of our bodies, in care for our environment, our planet. So this is really saying the universe sees this nose, head down kind of energy that you exude consistently, and is creating an opportunity for you to pour yourself into something that will be very successful because you're doing it for the right reasons. For the present, the Eight of Swords is about you figuring something out. This is you bringing together the skills that you have improved upon, that you've gained through your efforts. This is about bringing best ideas together in some way so you can be facilitating or participating in some kind of a brainstorm or think tank or discussion or convene to solve a problem. And in that way, you are fully capable, as a result of your many experiences, to work through this with others. This is the way that you use your powers of communication to share ideas, to debate strategies, to come up with a proposal, a way to piece together a puzzle that is bearing down upon you, your community, the world. In the past, the Three of Pentacles shows that, you started something, you began a project, you began an effort, in the past that really did call upon your principles and that helped you to institute an opportunity for you and a select group of others to work on something in an non-hierarchical, in an egalitarian way, where all of your expertise, as different as it may have been, was similarly aligned to the same goals and was committed to improving upon a service, a product, or an environment, making it better, making it excellent, making it beautiful. Talk about the love manifestation in action. This is precisely that. Beauty is the goal. Excellence, quality is the goal in what you're doing. You're refashioning something that already exists and improving upon it, making it more available to more people. In the future, the Seven of Wands. You may feel the need, particularly in these times, to defend what it is you believe in and what it is that you are doing as a result. To that end, you are limiting your response to the demands, the requests, the unreasonable requests for your assistance, something that many of you do automatically as part of your practical, responsible orientation, right? When people ask for help, you deliver it, and you do a pretty thorough job of that. You're learning that you must limit that effort because it will ultimately deplete you of the very energy, the very intentions that you need to advance your project, to create the space in order for you to do your best work, what you're good at, to create what you're good at, to make the contribution you want to make. If you're always responding to the requests of others, others always need help, and you are additionally learning that all requests for help are not the same, that many times helping means allowing others to help themselves. So this is about you really focusing in on what it is that you're building, what it is that you're committed to, and giving yourself the room to exercise your best effort. If this reading is resonating for you, Earth signs, please like this video. Please share this with others if you feel inclined, if it will be helpful. And please subscribe to Pacific Tarot. I appreciate all the support that I get from you. And I've pulled the Purpose card. I know what I am here to do. This is so obvious for Earth signs. You're here to build a foundation, to build something long lasting, to build security and stability in a world that is anything but. However, you're changing the way you value security and stability, or the way that you understand that. It isn't necessarily a house, it isn't necessarily a job. It is important to be stable, anchored in who you are, in what your purpose is. That is what gives you the sense of groundedness that you need, the sense of accomplishment and productivity that is essential to an Earth sign. So if you feel that you are serving others, you are satisfied. In order to do that in the best way, you must be discreet about the responses to requests for assistance that you receive. I'm going to clarify the Eight of Swords in the present with the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands. Wow. This is taking me back to the original energy of the reading, which is the Wheel of Fortune, right? So these are all tens, and that's important because tens are the number of change. These are the numbers of having gone through an entire journey, closing it out, finishing it out, and being ready to level up. Sometimes we describe it as go to the next stage, or to exercise your gifts in a larger stage, in a more public way. Part of what you have eliminated is the pain, the suffering of your experiences at the hands of others. This feels as though you were defined as something less than what you are finding yourself to be, certainly something other. You were perhaps expected to follow a certain trade or a certain life path that was not you did, and you tried to conform to that, believing that those that wanted this for you wanted what was best for you. But instead you've learned that your conformity never got you the success, the consideration, the nurturing, the care, the love, the reward that you were deserving of. um, you are, as a result of that, you have released this and all the suffering that went with it, all the way that you were not seen, you were not valued, you were not appreciated for who you are, but felt you had to be someone else. And you've also released the sense of obligation, responsibility to others. And this sometimes is where the anxiety comes in. This card can be a lot about anxiousness, fears, dancing as fast as you can, never doing enough. And I do believe that this is an aspect of your present, your past that you have healed or are in the process of healing, releasing false obligations, relationships that are not reciprocal, and releasing that sense of guilt. For many of you, it is survivor's guilt, or a version of it, but simply surviving things that were difficult and coming out still feeling optimistic, still feeling like you have something important to accomplish in this world. In the past, the Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Tower and the Star card. Wow. This absolutely is related to the Pluto's transit in Capricorn that is just completed at the end of last year. This was an actual experience where not only did many of you lose something substantial, some of you lost everything over a 15-ish year period. And you had to not only survive the loss, the humiliation for some of you, the embarrassment, the I should have known better, how did I let this happen to me experience, to a place where you began to find hope in the smallest of things, dwarfed by comparison to a former life where you may have possibly had everything that you thought you wanted, risen in the esteem of others in a way that you feel that was lost. So this, in many ways, was the antidote to the shame that you experienced throughout that loss, the absolute disbelief that you could have been so naive, so foolish as to invest yourself in things that really, in the long run, didn't matter as much as you were led to believe or that you believed. So the Star card is not only the hope, but the ability, the faith that you could persevere, that you were resilient, and you indeed are immensely resilient. You bounce back more than once, and you will bounce back again. This has given you the sense that nothing can stop me. I am unstoppable. In the future, the Seven of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles again. I love this. So this is putting our foot back on the side of what it is we're building and creating, how we're manifesting love in our lives, how we're seeing the opportunity to focus on what we do well, what we're good at, rather than having to field all these requests for our help, all these fires, knowing that you are the competent, hardworking person that you are, you've learned to deal with that. And this has been one of the hardest things for you. Out of that sense that I know what I'm good at, I have a good idea, and I'm willing to do what I can to work with others to accomplish that. Not only is that the silver bullet for you, but it's also the gateway to real prosperity, to real stability, real security, because you're most secure, you're most stable when you are creative, when you are manifesting your desires, the assistance that others need, when you're coming up with ways to maximize the harvest, to extend your resources, to build upon what you've been given or what you have created. That is the gateway to abundance, to prosperity, to wealth. And I'm going to finish up this reading with a crystal oracle. Something popped right out, and it's destiny. The crystal is fluorite, and this relates to the throat chakra, the story we tell about our lives. Follow your instincts, they lead to the truth. And you have a story to tell, Earth signs. Thank you so much for your time, and until next time, namaste.